True West opens this weekend. It is a production of the Beaumont Community Players at the Betty Greenberg Center for the Performing Arts. And I've got the two main actors here with me, Michael Mason, who's, you're kind of known as Southeast Texas' edgy actor. So this is an edgy production, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. It's part of BCP's Theater on the Edge series, and it sort of falls in line with a lot of stuff that Ad Hoc Beaumont does. We do sort of edgy theater. We did some stuff out at Boomtown, Gladys City. We did a Western out there. We did Penetrator at the Art Studio. Kind of ride the edge a lot. That's sort of what excites me as an actor, and challenging an audience and seeing like what boundaries they're willing to cross. But this show definitely falls in line with some of that. Sam Shepard.
Sam Shepard is the playwright?
The playwright. He's the playwright. He's also known as like an actor-director nowadays. Like he wrote this in the 80s. He wrote a lot of plays, and then he got into Hollywood and that kind of stuff. But it's a very exciting show. It's definitely like kind of rough around the edges. I've got a sock on my arm here. I've already overextended my elbow working on this show.
Really now?
Yeah.
Now you're homegrown. I mean, you grew up here, but you went away and you came back. Tell us where you've been and what you've done and about being home. I went
to grad school for a little bit in New York at the Actors Studio, and bummed around New York and did a bunch of theater for a long time. And then I came back here, help out my grandparents. Hi, grandmother. And happily came to BCP and started working with Gina. I've done 3 shows here now, and really enjoy working with her and really like what they're doing with the Theater on the Edge.
Perfect. Now, Blake, you're also in this production. You guys, is it a 2-actor production?
So actually, there's going to be 4 actors. Gladys Thomas and also Jody Rio will be in the performance.
Now, you're in between, I guess, life choices, and so we caught you, but you're from here as well, right?
I am. I was born and raised in Groves, spent my whole life here. I went away to Vermont for college. I did not study theater, but I did a lot of it, and afterward, putted around the Northeast for a while, spent some time in L.A., and made my way back here to apply for grad programs, and was very pleasantly surprised to see that they had some edgy, that word's being used a lot, some edgy theater here in Beaumont. So I went to an audition and was really grateful to get the part.
Now tell us a little bit, give us a synopsis of this production.
So the play focuses on 2 brothers played by myself and Michael, and I play the more conservative run-of-the-mill brother. I think he spent his whole life kind of following the rules, and the show catches him right at a moment where he thinks he's about to get his big break, and his brother, who's kind of a desperado, outlaw, con man, petty thief, shows up and kind of swoops in and steals his movie deal, ends up pitching a better idea, and ends up trying to solicit Austin into writing it. And the show just follows the conflicts between those 2 characters as they kind of exchange the jealousies that they've shared over each other's lives and their ambitions, and it all comes to one big climactic resolution.
And who should come to this? Is it a family production? It's not sounding family.
It's not very family. I mean, I think it's like at the parents' discretion for like young kids. Like, I mean, high school students, I think, especially if they're interested in theater, they're trying to like, it's PG-13, but I think it's a very young show, but also like for everybody to a point that's, probably over 18.
So yeah, there's some language, and there's like definitely, we get a little rough on stage, but just viewer discretion.
Very good. What do you hope people walk away from this edgy production?
Well, I was going to say, all right, I'll go for it. All right, I don't know. I think mostly we're excited. Especially, we're supposed to have a few people come and see the rehearsal tonight to see what people are going to walk away from, because the ending of the show, like I said, it's very climactic. We've spent a lot of time with these characters, and we have ideas about what we think happens to the characters after the ending of the show. But I don't really know how people are going to respond. I think it's going to provoke a lot of thoughts, a lot of conversation. We're really hoping we can get people together after the show to talk about it, to see what they think and how they react.
People are going to walk away thinking about the show for sure. And also, it's a dark comedy. There is some like drama to it, but it's also very funny at moments. So it's a good show, especially if you haven't seen a lot of theater. Come on out.
Well, that makes good art, right? When you walk away and you interpret it and you think about it and it sticks with you, and that's what's happening at the Beaumont Community Players, the Betty Greenberg Center for the Performing Arts, this weekend and through mid-February. It is True West. Get your tickets and enjoy. I'm Shelly Vitanza with SoutheastTexas.com and the events book for Southeast Texas Live.